Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Stellaris. In the last episode we just sent our brave explorers on the Wingspan Thinking Eye through the experimental subspace navigation. We're going to see if we can find out what's going on in Tedis. We know that there's an Atraxi fleet there, but that's pretty much all we know. We also don't really know how long it's going to take for them to arrive. It's all very new to us. Geez, it might take 2 years? Wow, okay, that's really good for us to know. Might take 2 years for them to actually make it to their destinations. This is what happens when you don't use hyperlanes. Alright, well, they're missing in action. They're going to be gone for a while. Leader has gained level. That's awesome. We're just
construction project
going
concluded.
to carry on. So Landis has finished upgrading mostly. What do we want to give them? Now that we've got some more allies, I can think about what's going to go alongside. Fleet Academy is a good choice. Target uplink computer is probably a better choice. Just because of where they are in terms of our empire. Yeah, the Oscocks are still kind of turning around towards our way of thinking.
Research concluded.
Now, I've been thinking about how we're going to eventually go around taking over the universe. If we want to attack anyone, we're going to need to have a good reason to declare war, which means we're probably going to need to be claiming their places. We've got the influence to think about doing that. Let's get this research on the go. Hyperdrive 2, sensible choice. Research complexes. Oh wow, that's a significant step forwards. Yeah, let's get research complexes. There's a new thing for us to have a look at in the Senate. Natural sanctuaries. Diplomatic weight from economy is reduced. Yeah, sure, why not? I'll support that.
Research concluded.
Minerals from miners increased. I'm loving the speed we're going through with our research. Do we want cruisers? Do we want to keep... Let's go standardized corvette patterns. I'm going to keep plowing through the cheap ones at the moment. There's a couple of things that we want to rebalance. Thinking about it, I want to go through each of our different... Oh, geez, we've got lots of things that we can consider. So these can be upgraded. That's definitely worth us doing. There is a new building slot as well, which I'm probably going to save until we have that research place done. So... Actually, yeah, let's get those civilian fabricators done. We have got some crystals coming in now, so these will be fine for us to have. Over here, you've still got an unemployed person. Yeah, and until we get that up to 15, that's not going to change. I want to get this upgraded to a planetary administration, and thereafter what should we get for here? Maybe something that produces amenities. commercial zones, yeah? Oh, Hollow Theatres is not a terrible plan. Let's go commercial zones. So we'll get both of those on the go. I want the planetary admin first.
Special project concluded.
Ooh. Okay. So the Tablac has been secured. Sorry, the Tarblac. After extensive search of the seabed of Haldos Prime, using a small fleet of mini submarines, impressive. The clue of the Wingspan Third Eye finally managed to corner the elusive target of their search. This shimmering creature, which defends itself by emitting faint psionic signals that produce a sense of dread in most organics, was brought aboard the science ship in a special water tank simulating its natural environment. The crew that came into direct contact will require extensive therapy, but the mission has been a success. Oh, poor guys, poor guys. Okay, so the Third Eye is now at a bit of a loose end. Let's have a look and see. Where is this? We could make it all the way over there. Yeah. It'll take a while to get there, but it's worth it. No, we're not going to donate. The Enclave is in a frisky mood. Oh, we're definitely not donating. Definitely not donating. In fact, let's have a chat with them just straight off. So, to invest in the Ministry of Culture, yeah, we can't afford that. To organise a festival, I mean, it'll give happiness and stuff, but how about commissioning an art piece? Yeah, not keen on any of that really. Let's leave them alone for what it is. Now, with what we've ended up enacting, we do have quite a drain on our resources at the moment. I'm going to need to sell some minerals just to make sure we don't lose too much money.
Special project concluded.
Still going to be another year until our ship returns. The Tarsargoid is an extremely lethal predator that stalks the dense jungles of Sharet 3 at night, paralysing its prey with electric shocks before sucking their brains out. Ugh. Unfortunately, 3 of the crew members from the Wingspan NRI were lost to these creatures before a specimen could be secured. The Museum of Exobiology in Aris will rename one of its wings after these brave officers to honour their sacrifice. Well, that makes it all worthwhile, doesn't it? So this is the inner eye, and where could we send it to? So that is the closed off one. And we can go after this one. So there's only going to be one that we can't technically get to. Yet. I say yet because obviously we're working on improving our relations. No. Envoy Eyes of Olive has died. We do still have an envoy. Oh. You're not the kind of envoy I was expecting. I mean, I'm fine with this having an envoy that is not one of our native species. Unexpected and interesting at the same time. I wonder if we can recruit leaders from them. Through hard work and experience, Admiral Wings of Lavender has developed new skills. Well, that's great. Yeah, I don't see any immediate options. So I'm assuming it's not something that's easy to do.
Construction project concluded.
Yay, Landis Station looking much healthier, much more secure. Now the Her Black Hole Station is going to be the next one that we do, because we want to keep that black hole. It's going to be a little bit of time until we can afford it though.
Research concluded.
Ooh, hello. Terraforming gases, yeah, right. So this unlocks terraforming. Chemical bliss living standard. Maybe not. Let's go for selective defoliants. And I'm going to have a look at some of our... We need ecological adaptation to terraform inhabited planets. Okay. How about planets that we haven't inhabited yet? So that's Foldora 2. Ooh. I see. So it's a tundra world at the moment. We can gradually make it closer to what we would like. An Arctic world wouldn't actually be that bad.
Research concluded.
So definitely going to be worth us saving up a little bit. Research complexes are available. Amazing. Black Hole Observatory. Black Hole Observatory. It's something that we're just going to have to take a punt on. And down here, gas extraction wells, destroy hull plates, basic strike craft with hangar. Let's go for the cheap one for now. But yeah, we're definitely going to want to save up to be able to do that. We've got a couple of very cool things in the pipeline. Black Hole Observatory. If we're going to do that over here, we'll need to upgrade this, of course. But that's perfectly fine. We wanted to do that. I think that's actually going to fit in really well. Ooh. That's going to be awkward. So the Thinking Eyes order has been aborted. The tennis system has become unavailable. Well, they'll return soon in Dwagmar. It's kind of interesting how that ends up going. We could send them straight there. Send them down here. Actually, yeah, let's send them down here. Oh, no, can't make it to there. Let's just move here for now, and then we'll try and cut across. It might be that we must already know about the system before we do that. I don't know. I don't know precisely how it works. Our patronage has come to an end. £2,000. No deal. No deal this time. We need to save. We need to save our money. So the experimental subspace navigation, it sounds all cool, and it could be good for like getting behind enemy lines, but because it's only a lone science ship, I'm not sure if it's actually going to be that useful. We've got a good amount of influence coming along.
Through the claims interface, we can spend influence to lay claim to star systems owned by others. Having a claim on a system gives us a valid casus belli against the owner, allowing us to declare war for the purpose of conquering it.
All right, that's good to know. So the borders have been opened. WS thinking I come down here and get that before they change their mind, please. So what I was thinking is from the claims window, it says nothing to claim. Do we need to move something into the system? Cost 50, base 50. Right, so because it's right next to ours, we could do that. So we could... They've got a colony there, which makes it harder to claim. Alright. So if we wanted to start taking them out, we'd need to definitely think about it that kind of way. Claiming Meredith might be the next best place, but I'd want to secure both of these. And I don't think that would go quite the way I want it to. Let's unpause while this is all going on.
Receiving transmission.
Federation Association offer. So the Galactic Coalition does not only cooperate with its members, we'd like to extend an offer of association status. So the technocracy that we kind of want to dick on. And... yeah. I think we'll decline. It might be a bad move declining that, but I'm pretty certain we're gonna want to do something bad to them at some point. I'm going to get Stellar Expansion next. The extra starbase capacity will allow us to build one in Lingol, which is kind of going to be vital for us to defend this area properly. Oh, Scientist Eyes of Green has died. So over here, we're going to need a new scientist. Let's get a young'un. So the inner eye. This one, you're going down there. This one, you're going over there, which means the inner eye was working on this. It's a bit of a shame. It was part way through. Yeah, we're definitely going to extend our deal with the curators. That means we're going to need to sell... That'll do. Everything is going to be expensive. So over here, you're waiting. Over here, you're waiting, but that's fine. Research complexes can be upgraded. Ooh. I want to do that just as soon as I can. We don't have the exotic gases, though. Yeah, research lab can be upgraded. That's building. This is still growing.
Research concluded.
Ooh, we're out of food. All right, let's sort that out. Ah, Primus Blackwing X-Stack has died. So we have a new governor, Beak of Magenta. And we've got carrier operations. Lots of things going on right at the moment. Let's get the planetary build speed up, because that's going to be a nice cheap one. And I was looking at what we're potentially going to need in these places. And so we've got 2 housing available. We've got 1 job available. Kind of feel like we should get another sector going. Except we need some more minerals before we do that. So Secundus Cloudwing X-Stack is the new heir, and we'll take the throne when our current ruler dies. Can't believe we've had our first ruler go already. Although we are over 50 years into the game, so... yeah,
Special project concluded.
awesome. The Zulkor swarm has been secured. The Zulkor are swarming insect analogues. Usual both for their large size, sorry, unusual both for their large size and the fact that they are lithivores feeding off rocks and minerals. One of the shuttles belonging to the NRI sustained serious damage when it inadvertently passed through a large swarm, and several Zulkors began to feed on its hull. The construction of the special containment facilities required to hold these creatures have already begun. Alright, well that's great. Let's bring the inner eye back. You can actually just come to here. Energy credits runs out in 12 months. Food runs out a bit sooner than that. We can sell some consumer goods. That'll give us a bit more leeway. That's fine. Yeah, 3 housing, 1 jobs. Who have we got this out of work here? But it's a specialist there, and over here it's a specialist as well. They're both going to have to wait until we get more people. Over here, we'll get that city district on the go. And let's have a look at our new tradition. So, expansion, domination, prosperity, harmony, or diplomacy.
The relics screen allows us to view and activate.
We haven't found any relics. So, for expansion, star base influence cost reduced. New colony starting with additional population, that's always good. Over here, capital buildings and housing buildings produce more housing. Building upkeep reduced. Harmony. Leader lifespan up Yeah. And stability increased. Form Federation, Empire trade value increased. Market fee reduced. Well, that's kind of going to be a good thing. All right, let's go for diplomacy. It'll be another 84 months before we can move down towards this, but we'll go for open markets first of all. Out of those options. Hey, Inaris can get a new building slot. All of these cost upkeep, of course. Exotic gas refineries we're going to need. That's what I want. We're going to have to wait, though. We are going to have to wait. You're on your way. You're on your way as well, I think. Yeah, you're a bit further along. I think once you're back, actually, I'm going to send you to Huldus. The Senate's voted on and failed for the regulatory one. Okay, well, I mean, that's fine. We don't actually care about contacting you, mate. Yeah, goodbye. Didn't ask for the contact, don't need it. Yeah, if I move them up here, we'll be able to help the planetary research. And given the amount of research there is over here, that's going to be very useful for us. This is costing us a lot at the moment. I think our economy is just about breaking even, but it's not ideal. Let's not sell some alloys. Actually, we can sell consumer goods.
Construction project concluded.
Amazing. So the reason we did this was so we could get the the reason we did this was so we could get the black hole observatory. We're gonna hold off for the moment because obviously we need to sort out the research first. But the Vlur, an extremely powerful subspace entity of some kind, has been discovered in the Wii system. Does not appear hostile and may not even be fully aware of conventional spacecraft, but its mere presence in Wii is causing massive subspace disturbances in the entire system. These disturbances are localized around the entity itself and should disappear when it leaves the system. While it does not acknowledge hails, the entity is continuously emitting a complex pattern of tachyon pulses which appear to be a form of language. Our translation software is correct. It's saying over and over, Vlur seeks, Vlur finds. Alright. Is one of our ships actually in Vlur? No. So where is the Vlur system? Oh no, sorry, it was Wii U, wasn't it? Holy moly, that is a lot. It's a void cloud, whatever that is. Well, that's slightly terrifying. When I say slightly terrifying, I mean incredibly terrifying. I mean, that's like one of the most terrifying things. Let's sell some consumer goods. We've encountered some form of alien vessels in the Armor Alevo system. These strange objects have been marked as war aliens. Okay, let's try and sort their language out. And being able to see a little bit more of what's going on around her is very useful to us, but I am, of course,
Special project concluded.
deathly worried. Space amoebas. The entities encountered by fleet some time ago are spaceborne forms of life, quickly nicknamed space amoebas following an analyst's gross misreading of initial sensor output. The creature is in fact larger than the average Corvette.
Situation log updated.
Alright, can we study them? Yeah, 12 months. What's our current starbase capacity? Oh, we can take the time out. We can take the time out. 12 months is not that long. Let me double check you guys. Yeah, you're as fine as you're going to be. I really want to get another building on here.
Research concluded.
Alright, let's have a look. Planetary build speed is up. Great. Ooh, star fortresses. Or an orbital habitat. Synthetic crystal plants. That's actually pretty cool. Let's get the research first. 33 months is fine for us to spend on that. Yeah, I feel like we need more generator districts everywhere so we can start getting more money. There's no jobs available here. So let's get another generator district just so that you're happy. Hell, we'll get one of each of those. Down here, one available job, we should get a little bit extra. That'll be fine for the moment.
Research concluded.
Trying carefully to manage most of our economy as we progress. The Black Hole Observatory is ready to be built. Great. New research. Plasma accelerator or UV lasers. This will move us down the energy weapons path, which we do kind of want to move into, but plasma accelerators just seem like such a good move. Let's go for that. Right, in over here Black Hole Observatory. And actually, while we're here, gun battery. We could get a hangar bay for Strikecraft. Yeah. Right, no, not too. This is going to cost us a little bit in upkeep, of course. But hopefully the new generators that we've got will help working towards that. In fact, while I think about it, not edicts, I want to have a look at policies. So our trade policy, marketplace of ideas, this has been great, but wealth creation, I want to switch it around. So we're not going to be getting a bit of unity anymore, we're just going to be getting money from that. And that's instantly made such a difference. It is going to slow down our unity progression, but it's definitely the right thing for us to do. Sapphire lurkers. There's still space for 2 technicians here.
Special project concluded.
Space amoebas forever! Space amoebas, the name is stuck as the pronunciation of the proper xenotaxonic denominator, is too unwieldy for the average Han. The solitary animals were left to their own devices. All but the youngest are accompanied by a quasi-independent flagella, organisms spawned by the amoeba and programmed through liquid, RNA-laced secretions to do the bidding of the host. These are capable of manipulating and even attacking objects in an impressive yet restricted range around the host, periodically returning to lodge inside the body for reprogramming. There are potentially military applications to be found in the regenerative properties of the hide or in the graceful patterns of movement. Ooh. Extra evasion. Well, that's pretty cool. We have ships that can be upgraded. That's not too many resources, so let's get that queued up.
Fleet enhancement supplied. Fleet enhancement supplied.
Once again, we are out of food, so let's transition some across. Yeah, as nice as our fleets are, I'm still not really feeling like they're massive, stonking, able to invade / take out other worlds.
Special project concluded.
I was just wondering how these were going. So over here, the Orinthi has been secured. The small rodent-like creatures are native to Quadratur, where their habitat extends across most of the planet's diverse climatic regions. They breed at an extremely rapid rate and seem to have a particular fondness for chewing on electric cables. Procuring specimens was not a problem. In fact, after the initial creatures were collected, more of them made their way into the Wingspan Third Eye by hitching rides on the science ship's orbital shuttles. Exactly why the Museum of Exobiology requested them remains a mystery. Alright, well, we're going to send you all the way back.
Special project concluded.
And the final one is done. Snennans are large burrowing creatures that live beneath the dunes of the vast equatorial deserts. Where these predators sense movement in the sand above, they immediately raise dozens of tail spikes from their back in the hopes of impaling something edible. Sorry, tall spikes, not tail spikes. Finding a suitable specimen proved difficult at first until hundreds of tracked remote-controlled drones were dispatched across the desert in random directions. This led to the discovery and procurement of an unusually large specimen that had grown more than 100 spikes on its back. Amazing. All the specimens asked for by the museum had been secured. The museum has grown to a massive facility. Oh wow, look at this. Where artificial gravity generators and atmospheric processes are used to simulate the environments of over a dozen worlds. Visitors are journeying from all over the Han sovereignty to see its wonders. So we get 500 society research and 500 energy credits and some influence and some unity. Excellent. I'm going to send you back up here. So nice having like a little science thing for our teams to do. We're going to get them going on research up here. And Senate is now in session. The pest control. Anyone with
Receiving transmission.
one of them will
Research concluded.
will be in breach of galactic law. We're supporting that. Commercial pact. Only Quark want to form a commercial pact with us. Sure, I can get behind that. I need more money. And our research is done for stellar expansion. So that's giving us immediately 2 more star bases. Claim influence cost, war exhaustion gain, interstellar campaigns does seem like our kind of thing. For the moment, let's go for... No, we'll go for this actually. That is entirely what we need to be doing. Now, up until now, we've been kind of avoiding the influence costs. Associated with diplomatic negotiations, but I'm thinking it might actually be worth us pursuing some now. So let's have a look and see who likes us.
The diplomacy screen is where we communicate with other civilizations. Here we can declare war, form alliances, and implement trade deals with our neighbors, amongst other things.
They will get 6 and we will get 290. They're going to get more than we will. I'd like to be able to see this from everything that comes back. I wonder...
This is the trade screen. We can trade any type of resource with an empire, as well as information and favors.
What would it take for them to give us, let's say, Paggle? Information communications and an active sensor link. No. Favors. No. Resources, energy credits. No. I think basically they're just never going to go for it. Rare crystals? Can't give them that. Consumer goods? No, so they're never going to give us Paggle. So cancel that. No, making claims that way is not going to work. So association doesn't actually cost us anything. Okay, well, it's interesting to see that could work. If we did just a trade deal for let's give communications. Yeah, they're never going to give long term. Okay, let's say one monthly mineral for one monthly energy credit. No, they just don't want to do the monthly thing, do they? Let's take it down to 0 and see. So they'll review that. They'll probably say no. But in the meantime, we can have a look at the other people that also like us. We've already got a commercial pact with them. They're a Gestalt. Ah, okay, so they can't do that. Who else? No one else really cares. Let's try and improve our relations over here. And then we'll try and get a commercial agreement with them. Okay, so they don't care about that. Oh well, I mean, it was worth a try. It's always worth a try with these things. Hey, we can do some building over here. So we want to get this upgraded. And for here, we're going to have to wait until the place is upgraded before we can do anything else. That's fine. Yeah, simultaneously. Ooh, what's going on? Resource storage full. Some of our resources have exceeded their storage limit. While storage is full, any further income will be wasted. Okay, well, we can't sell influence, so I guess we're going to have to go to the galactic community. Unchained knowledge. Astral Studies. Let's put it into the queue. We could also hopscotch over.
Receiving transmission.
Yeah, decline. Still don't want to be part of your coalition. We could also hopscotch over some of these in order to spend our influence further in. Yeah, maybe we should start making claims. I'm not sure what that would do if we do that. Like whether they would get pissed off with us or not. Encounter in Kibin. The Zayin aliens. Alright, let's spend 3 months doing that. I'm gonna have a look at the claims thing by claiming down. We have no need to claim the systems of hostile people. I mean, these guys aren't hostile to us specifically.
Construction project concluded.
Amazing. Our black hole research station
Quantization complete.
is
Opening
done.
comms.
Ooh, migration treaty. Let's have a look. Yeah, sure, why not? I can start playing nice. Primus Starwing X-TAC has developed new
Special
skills.
project concluded.
Fleet Organizer, Architectural Sense, and Champion of the People. Alright. Ooh. The Tiyanki, the spaceborne lifeforms which the Harnhead Society researchers come to refer to as Tiyanki, are docile creatures capable of accessing some lower dimensions of subspace. They roam from system to system with remarkable ease. They graze on gases common to upper layers of many gas giants. It's highly unlikely, to say the least, that this is their only food source, but intake of other nutrients is yet to be observed. They will rarely, if ever, attack, even when provoked. They can safely be ignored. Hunting them would be a net loss anyway, so this gives us frequency tuning as a research option, which we're definitely going to have a look at. That'll be 23 months before we can properly take a look at that. The Kieran Reavers. Hard weaklings, our warriors are on their way to plunder your systems. Face them in battle if you can muster the courage, or cower in fear until they have had their fill of your riches. You can, of course, offer tribute now. Yeah, you'll get nothing from us. Feel free to go through these people. Fools that we take by force, but we should have offered in tribute, and more besides. You've made a terrible mistake. I honestly do not care. I would have laid claim to your systems if I could have. Right, if you're here, I need you to start helping. No, we've lost a scientist. So this is going to be for society. None of these are amazing. Military team might actually be the best. So we'll get that. Eyes of Indigo passed away at 86. Where, oh where?
A research station built in orbit of a planetary body will gather its physics, engineering, and society research data.
I mean, that's great, but I want to get you assisting. Cannot assist the research of non-colonized planets. Okay, let's do that. So Haldus Prime doesn't actually really have any research. Inaris is generating a lot. In fact, can I... let's go to our
The planets and
and
sectors
see if
screen
we can...
provides an overview of all our colonized worlds, their POPs, and their resource output. As our empire grows, it can be organized into sectors, which are helpful for administering larger empires. Sectors can be automated here, and if they are automated, they can be given a specialization.
Yeah, Inaris is where we want to go. I was just having a look at the research output, but yeah, Inaris is definitely going to be the place. So, assist research. Let's try this again. So many planets. Assist research on Inaris. Now, it wanted to assist it on Inac, but it didn't specify which, so I'm assuming it would do weird things. Either way, that's going to be good for us, and we know to send everything else up to Inac if we want to get research going in Inaris properly. Alright, well, that's going to be it for this episode. I'm afraid we've run out of time again. As always, if you have enjoyed this, be sure to give a big thumbs up. Not a huge amount going on, but we are progressing with things, and we've managed to get our economy back to a point where...
Research concluded.
Oh, thank God for that. Engineering research, all done. We've got our economy to a point where it's kind of stabilised, so I think that's definitely going to be a good thing for us. We'll get... yeah, we could do afterburners. If you have enjoyed this, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Stellaris. See you soon.